Hi, my name is Stephanie, and I'm here to tell you how to cook your steak so that everybody's going to love it. A lot of people can't figure out when to stop cooking the steak and don't know how to get it done right, so we're going to figure out how to do it medium rare, medium, and medium well. This way you're not going to have to cut into the steak, and your family and friends are going to love it. I was inspired to do this video because of Marcus Taylor. I met Marcus back in Tampa, Florida, when I was down there for some school training, and was invited to have a steak dinner. He cooked me a great steak on the grill, so I decided to return the favor. My family and friends tell me that I am the grill master. I've been doing this for probably the last 10-12 years, and I was taught this skill by my father, who learned it from a friend, and so I'm going to pass it on to you. Starting out with some ribeyes. You can do this with any steak, and the thickness of the steak is going to determine how long you cook it, but you really don't have to rely so much on the timing as much as how the feel of the steak is. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these on the grill. They have already been out of the fridge for about an hour, and they've been salted and peppered and just kind of marinating in that over the last hour. So the steaks are already picking up that saltiness, and it's a great flavor. You don't need to add a whole bunch to your steak to make it taste great. Just a little salt and pepper. I use sea salt, and it's perfect. Once Marcus had a chance to taste my steak, he conceded that I am the grill master. So as you can see, when they're on the grill, you can push down on these things. I've used something like a metal implement, like a spatula or your tongs, and they're pretty soft just to start. So I'm going to take, and I really prefer gas, but we're going to use charcoal for this version of it because I don't have a gas grill right now. You know, for a 1-inch steak, you're looking at about somewhere around 5 to 7 minutes before you're starting to check them for turning them over. I like to get a good sear. The key to it is starting out with a really hot grill. So I'm usually will start out at around 500. It's great to get a good sear on it, and your steaks will cook pretty quickly, so you're not standing here all the time watching it. But I do caution you to keep an eye on your steaks so they don't get away from you. I also wanted to impart to you that once you know how to cook these steaks, and everybody loves your stuff, they're going to be wanting you to cook the steaks all the time. So if you're invited to parties or you're over at a friend's house, you know, you're stuck at the grill and everybody else is partying and visiting, and you never get a break. So I would encourage every one of you to show this video to your family and friends who also cook, and give them an opportunity to get this skill under their wings so that you can pass the torch and eventually not be standing by the grill to cook your steaks all the time. I also wanted to give a shameless plug to Marcus Taylor because he told me about a nonprofit organization that he started way back about 35 years ago after the death of his brother. And it's a fantastic community-based organization. It creates positive opportunities for people of all ages. It's a major part of the work that they do, providing educational programs, financial literacy, seminars, healthy lifestyle sessions. They provide communities with information they can use to enhance skills and lay groundwork for area of success. This nonprofit organization also addresses inequality in the criminal justice and legal systems by promoting diversity and equal justice. Marcus and his team encourage you to reach out to their community building organization for additional information on how you can get involved in the effort to transform your community. So I'm going to put a link at the bottom of this video so you can find out more about it and either get involved or donate. It's called forcecorp.org, and it's a worthy organization. He's very passionate about doing things at the community level and not relying on big government to solve the problems of your local community. So we're sitting here at 500 degrees now, and it's just been a few minutes. I'm also cooking those great potatoes that you had, Marcus, so it's going to be a complete meal. Fantastic. I think we've got a good sear on these. We're going to turn this sucker over. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful sear. So if we're pressing down, we're seeing that it's a really soft center. Here, everything's really soft. Just like we turned it over. This one's a little bit less so. Probably been over a little more heat, so I'm going to move it off a little bit so it doesn't get all that direct heat. We're going to pull this off to the side too. And we're going to add a little more salt, because as you are turning these over and they're cooking on the grill, the juices will seep out and then you'll lose some of your salty flavors. So I like to add extra. All right, we're going to let that cook a little bit more, and then we're going to start testing things for doneness. I'm going to let you hang out here for a second, and we'll be right back. All right, it's only been a couple of minutes, but I know that we need to look at that steak that was ready to be done, because we don't want to let it spend too much time on the grill. Here, this one's still really soft. This one's getting a little firmer. It's going to still have a good give to it when you press down on it. I'm going to go ahead and cut into this so you can see what we're looking at. So this is medium rare. I hope you guys can see this. It's beautiful. It's got a nice sear on both sides. And it's going to be delicious. So we're going to let the rest of these cook just a little bit more. So, the key to getting the amount of cooking right is really in how it feels when you're pressing on it on the grill. Because if something's going to sink really quickly, it's still rare. But the more it starts firming up, the more it is done. So by the time you're at a medium, you're at about half the amount that you could have pressed in the beginning. And then when you're at a fully well done, it's like not giving in very much at all. You're just pressing down on something that's kind of firm on the surface. So this makes it so you don't have to cut into the steak to know whether or not it is done. And also, again, I cannot emphasize enough the need for simplicity. You don't need to cover your steaks in all kinds of stuff in order to get them tasting good. If it's a good cut and you get your salt and pepper right, or just your salt, let it sit, let it kind of marinate in that stuff. It's going to be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. We're still looking at some potatoes that are probably done too. So what I like to do with the potatoes, I did this for Marcus, I like to put butter like smash them a bit with a fork. I'll use butter and salt, and I'll like smash it with either a fork or a potato masher, like not fully whipped and stuff, but just enough to get those skins broken up and get the butter to soak in, and then just serve it like that. Terrific. Okay, so this one is sitting at medium. I'm going to go ahead and go to this one. See, it's only been a couple of minutes, but we've got, I'll show you this dude. We've got a pink center now, and that give, you know, you still can press in on it a bit, but it's only about half where you were when you started, okay? Here. This one's probably actually into the medium well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this sucker over here and pull this off. So you got a little bit of pink left on here, and very little in the way of being able to push down on that. So you're almost at a firmness there that's well done. My family doesn't really like everything well done, so I think Tammy, my sister-in-law, is the only one who really wants this stuff done well. So we're going to give her this last one, and I think that's going to be about doing it. So I just want to caution you, you know, this is a superpower, and with superpowers like this comes great responsibility. And so, like I said, if you don't want to be stuck at the grill every time somebody wants to get together because you cook your steaks like freaking awesome, then you need to teach everybody else how to do this. And then everybody can be a pro. So that's my suggestion. And again, remember to check out that link below to Marcus's organization, because I think it's great, and he deserves all the support he can get to help people in the community. So thanks y'all for watching the video. As you can tell, I'm from the South. So take care.